Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we have something very special to talk about, an extraordinary coin that has become a sensation among collectors. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1999 Delaware State Quarter. Yes, you heard that right, the Delaware Quarter, but not just any quarter. This coin has a secret that could be worth thousands of dollars. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you're going to find out how this simple quarter can fetch a jaw-dropping price, and you might even be holding one in your collection right now. Let's take a step back for a moment and talk about the history of the Delaware State Quarter. Released in 1999 as part of the 50 State Quarters program, the Delaware Quarter was the very first coin in this groundbreaking series. Each state was to be represented with a unique design on the reverse side, showcasing a piece of that state's history, culture, or symbolism. Delaware, known as the first state, because it was the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution, features a design that celebrates its historical significance. On the back of the coin, you'll find an image of Caesar Rodney, a famous Delaware statesman and patriot who is depicted riding a horse to Philadelphia to cast his vote for independence during the American Revolution. The design is a proud tribute to this pivotal moment in U.S. history, but here's where the story gets really interesting for collectors. The Delaware Quarter, in its normal circulation, might seem like a common coin at first glance. But hidden within this design lies a rare and valuable mistake, one that has made it one of the most sought-after coins in the world today. The rare error we're talking about? A small but significant one, known as the spitting horse variety. What exactly is the spitting horse? Well, during the minting process, a die used to strike the coins had a small crack in it, causing a bit of extra metal to appear on the coin's design. Specifically, the crack was located near Caesar Rodney's horse's mouth, and it appears as a small spurt of metal, resembling a spit, coming from the horse. This was a mistake, but to collectors, it's a stunning and unique feature that makes this quarter stand out from the rest. While many of these quarters were circulated and spent, the spitting horse error is incredibly rare, and it has turned this coin into one of the most valuable pieces in modern coin collecting. Now, let's talk about what makes this error so special and how it affects the coin's value. Coins with minting errors like this are considered highly collectible because they are a one-of-a-kind anomaly. Minting errors are what set certain coins apart from the rest of the thousands or even millions that are produced each year. And because these errors are so rare, they can cause a significant spike in value, especially if the coin is in excellent condition. So, if you happen to find a 1999 Delaware quarter with that distinctive spitting horse feature, congratulations. You have stumbled upon a rare treasure. But it doesn't stop there. The condition of the coin also plays a massive role in determining its value. Coins that are well preserved, with little to no wear and tear, are far more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. Coins that are in mint state, meaning they've never been used in daily transactions, are especially prized by collectors. To give you a sense of just how valuable these error coins can be, some of these 1999 Delaware quarters with the spitting horse error, when graded in top condition by professional numismatic organizations, have been sold for astronomical amounts. In fact, some have even reached a staggering value of $67,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $67,000 for a quarter that was originally worth just 25 cents. The rarity of this minting mistake, coupled with the coin's historical significance as part of the first-ever State Quarter series, has turned it into a goldmine for collectors and investors alike. Now, if you're lucky enough to have one of these special quarters in your possession, make sure to handle it with care. If you're unsure whether your coin has the spitting horse error, it's a good idea to have it inspected by a professional numismatist or a coin grading service. They'll be able to authenticate the coin and tell you exactly what it's worth, and if you're out there hunting for coins, keep an eye on your Delaware quarters. These coins were released in huge numbers, so finding one with the spitting horse error is no easy task. But if you do happen to come across one in your change or while going through old coin collections, you could be holding a rare and valuable gem.so. What are the key takeaways for today? The 1999 Delaware quarter might look like just another coin in your pocket, but if you're fortunate enough to find one with the spitting horse error, you could be holding something worth thousands, $67,000 to be exact. Now, don't rush out to check every single Delaware quarter you own just yet. Remember, these coins are rare, and finding one in mint condition with the error is incredibly unlikely. But if you're a dedicated coin collector, always keep your eyes peeled for that elusive, spitting horse, because it could mean a small fortune. Top 2, we're going to dive into one of the most fascinating and historically significant coins of recent years, the 2021 Tuskegee Airman Quarter. This coin isn't just a beautiful tribute to a group of heroes, it's also a rare gem that could make you a small fortune if you're lucky enough to find it in perfect condition. So, sit tight and keep watching, because by the end of this video, you'll be blown away by how much this coin is worth and why collectors are clamoring to get their hands on it. Let's start by talking about the story behind the 2021 Tuskegee Airman Quarter. If you're not familiar with the Tuskegee Airmen, they were a group of brave and groundbreaking African American pilots who fought in World War II. These men faced tremendous obstacles, both in the skies and on the ground, as they fought for their country during a time when racial segregation was rampant. Despite the adversity they faced, the Tuskegee Airmen proved themselves to be some of the most skilled and courageous pilots of the war. They earned the respect of their peers and went on to change the course of history, not only in aviation but in the fight for civil rights. The U.S. Mint decided to honor the legacy of the Tuskegee Airmen by featuring them on the 2021 quarter, as part of the American Women Quarters program, which honors the achievements of women in U.S. history. The reverse side of this coin features a powerful image of a Tuskegee Airman preparing for flight, with a backdrop of a P-51 Mustang, the plane that many of the airmen flew during the war. The design is simple yet striking, capturing both the bravery and the determination of these men who fought not just two wars, one abroad and one at home. This coin holds a special place in history for more than just its design. It commemorates the Tuskegee Airmen's contribution to World War II, and it is a tribute to the fight for racial equality and the empowerment of African American soldiers. But here's the twist: this coin isn't just valuable for its historical significance. It has a rarity factor that has caught the attention of collectors, and that's where the excitement really starts. So, what makes the 2021 Tuskegee Airman Quarter stand out among other modern coins? Well, for starters, this coin is part of a limited series, the American Women Quarters program, which means only a select number of designs will be released over several years. As the first release in this program, the Tuskegee Airman Quarter already holds a unique place in numismatic history. Additionally, because these coins were minted in relatively limited quantities compared to regular quarters, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is becoming more and more rare with each passing year. But here's the thing: rarity alone doesn't make a coin valuable. The condition of the coin plays a huge role, and this is where collectors get really excited. Coins that are in mint state, meaning they've never been used in daily transactions and have no wear or scratches, are far more valuable than those that have been spent or handled too much. That's right, the quality of the coin matters, and if you happen to come across one of these coins that's in perfect condition, it could be worth much more than its face value of 25 cents. What makes this coin even more exciting for collectors is the potential for minting errors. Mint errors happen when there's a flaw in the production process, resulting in unique variations of the coin. These errors are highly sought after by collectors, as they are one-of-a-kind pieces that can never be replicated. For example, some collectors have found Tuskegee Airman Quarters with slight misprints, double strikes, or off-center images, which make them stand out from the rest. These types of errors can increase a coin's value exponentially, especially if they are in near-perfect condition. Now, let's get to the part that I know you've all been waiting for: the price. You might be thinking, how much could a 2021 quarter really be worth? Well, I'm about to reveal something that will definitely catch your attention. While most of these quarters are worth only 25 cents in regular circulation, one in perfect condition with a minting error or a particularly rare feature could be worth $60,000. Yes, you heard that right. $60,000 for a single quarter. It's absolutely mind-blowing when you think about it, but that's the power of rare, historical coins with unique errors. This incredible price tag has collectors in a frenzy, as they search high and low for these hidden treasures. Some collectors even believe that as time goes on, the value of these coins will continue to rise, especially as the Tuskegee Airman's legacy becomes more widely recognized and celebrated. If you're lucky enough to find one of these coins in your change, you could be holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. So, what should you do if you think you found a rare 2021 Tuskegee Airman quarter? First, take a good look at its condition. If it's been used a lot, the value will be much lower. But if you find one in perfect condition, or better yet, one with a minting error, you may want to consider having it graded by a professional numismatist. A certified coin grader can give you an official appraisal of its value, which will help you understand how much it's worth in today's market. In conclusion, the 2021 Tuskegee Airman quarter is much more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a tribute to the courage and determination of the Tuskegee Airmen, and a rare treasure that could make you a significant amount of money. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, this coin should definitely be on your radar. The rarity, potential for minting errors, and historical importance all combine to make it one of the most exciting coins to collect right now. And remember, if you find one of these quarters in perfect condition, or better yet, with a minting error, you could be holding a coin worth $60,000. Top 3, we've got a real treat for you, one that could make you think twice about that quarter you have tucked away in your coin jar. We're going to talk about the 2015 Saratoga National Historical Park quarter. You may have seen it in your pocket change or even collected it as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, but today, we'll explore what makes this coin so much more than just another piece of currency. And trust me, by the end of this video you'll be amazed by how much this coin is worth in the right condition. Let's start with the history of the Saratoga quarter. This coin was released as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which was introduced by the U.S. Mint in 2010. The program was designed to honor national parks and historical sites across the country, showcasing the beauty and diversity of America's natural and historical landmarks. The 2015 Saratoga National Historical Park quarter is the 28th coin in this series, and it commemorates one of the most significant battles of the American Revolutionary War. The Battle of Saratoga, fought in 1777 in upstate New York, was a turning point in the Revolutionary War. The American forces, under the command of General Horatio Gates, defeated the British Army, which led to France officially entering the war on the side of the Americans. This victory was pivotal, helping to turn the tide of the war and ultimately leading to America's independence from Great Britain. The Saratoga National Historical Park, located in the heart of the battle site, preserves this important chapter of American history, and the quarter beautifully captures the significance of the location. The design on the reverse side of the coin is a tribute to this historic event. It features a dramatic image of an American soldier standing tall with the Saratoga battlefield in the background. The coin's design evokes a sense of pride and patriotism, honoring the bravery and sacrifice of those who fought for America's independence. It's a stunning reminder of the nation's history and the battles that shaped the course of the country. But here's where things get really interesting for collectors, because while the Saratoga quarter might seem like just another coin in the America the Beautiful series, there's more to it than meets the eye. You see, not all of these coins are created equal. Some have features that make them far more valuable than others, and there's one particular reason why this coin is so sought after by collectors: rarity. Let's talk about what makes this coin rare. While most of the 2015 Saratoga quarters were minted in large numbers and circulated widely, there's a key factor that can make one of these coins extremely valuable. The condition of the coin is critical when determining its worth. Coins that are in mint state, meaning they haven't been used in circulation and show no signs of wear or scratches, are much more valuable than those that have been spent or handled frequently. In fact, finding a 2015 Saratoga quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition is already a rare feat. But that's not all. There's another element that can make a coin like this worth much more than its face value: mint errors. Minting errors occur when there's a flaw in the production process, resulting in a coin that's different from the intended design. These errors can vary widely, from double strikes to misaligned images, or even unusual die marks. Coins with these kinds of errors are often sought after by collectors because they are one-of-a-kind pieces. A mint error coin stands out from the thousands of regular coins, and it's this uniqueness that drives the value up significantly. In the case of the 2015 Saratoga quarter, certain coins have been discovered with minor but highly noticeable minting errors. One of the most common errors found on this coin is a die crack, which creates a thin line or crack across the surface of the coin. This can happen when a crack forms in the die used to stamp the design onto the coin, and it leaves a permanent mark on the coin. While these errors might seem small, they make the coin much rarer, and therefore, much more valuable. So, what's the potential value of a 2015 Saratoga quarter with the right combination of rarity and condition? Well, let me tell you, this is where things get really exciting. In recent years, certain coins in near-perfect or uncirculated condition with minting errors have been known to sell for significant amounts. While most of the Saratoga quarters you'll find in your change are worth just 25 cents, there have been reports of some being sold for as much as $43,000. That's right, $43,000 for a single quarter. It's truly incredible when you think about it. A coin that originally cost just 25 cents could be worth tens of thousands of dollars to the right collector. Now, you may be wondering how you can identify if you have one of these valuable coins in your collection. The first step is to carefully examine the condition of the coin. If it looks worn, scratched, or has been used in circulation, it's unlikely to be worth much more than face value. However, if the coin looks like it just came from the mint, with sharp, crisp details and no signs of wear, you could be holding something quite special. If you suspect that your 2015 Saratoga quarter might have a minting error, like a die crack, double strike, or any other unusual feature, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a numismatic expert. Grading services can help determine the coin's condition and authenticity, and they'll give you an accurate estimate of its value based on its rarity and features. In conclusion, the 2015 Saratoga National Historical Park quarter is far more than just a regular coin. It's a beautiful tribute to an important moment in American history, and it's also a rare find for collectors. Whether you're searching for uncirculated coins in mint condition or hunting for coins with unique minting errors, the Saratoga quarter has the potential to be a valuable addition to your collection. If you happen to find one of these coins in perfect condition or with a minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth $43,000. So, keep your eyes peeled and start examining your coin collection carefully. You never know when you might come across a hidden treasure. Top 4. We're diving into the world of the 2000 New Hampshire State Quarter, a coin that's not only a stunning piece of American history, but also one that might be hiding a small fortune right in your pocket. Now, before you dismiss it as just another regular quarter, stay with me, because we're about to uncover what makes this coin special, and why collectors are paying top dollar for it. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this quarter could be worth much more than its 25-cent face value. Let's kick things off with some background on the 2000 New Hampshire State Quarter. As part of the 50 State Quarters program, which began in 1999, the U.S. Mint released a series of quarters that each honored one of the 50 states. New Hampshire's coin was the 9th in the series, and it was released into circulation in 2000. The State Quarter program was a huge hit, and millions of people across the country began collecting these quarters to celebrate their state's history and heritage. The design of the New Hampshire quarter is simple yet powerful. On the reverse side of the coin, we see an image that represents New Hampshire's rich history and natural beauty. The design features a stone wall, which is a tribute to the early settlers who helped build the state, along with a man in the foreground, referencing the state's long tradition of agriculture. The words, "Live free or die," which is New Hampshire's official state motto, are prominently displayed, reflecting the state's fiercely independent spirit. But what's really intriguing about this coin is the rarity and the potential it holds for collectors. While the New Hampshire State Quarter was minted in large quantities, there are some versions of this coin that are much more valuable than others. That's right, finding a 2000 New Hampshire quarter in perfect, uncirculated condition can be a game changer, and there's more to it than just condition. It's also about certain minting errors and unique features that could make your coin one of a kind. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin special and what collectors are looking for when it comes to the New Hampshire state quarter. Like many coins, the key factor that determines value is its condition. Coins that have been used in circulation and show wear and tear, scratches, or discoloration typically won't fetch a high price. However, if you manage to find a coin that has been well preserved, with no signs of wear, crisp details, and a clean finish, you're looking at a much more valuable piece. But that's not all. Minting errors can also significantly increase the value of a coin. These errors happen when something goes wrong during the coin's production, resulting in an imperfect or unique design. In the case of the 2000 New Hampshire quarter, there have been instances where coins were struck with misalignments, double strikes, or even incorrectly positioned images. These errors make the coin a rare find and extremely desirable among collectors, as they're often considered to be flawed masterpieces that cannot be duplicated. For example, some collectors have found quarters from this series with off-center designs, where the image on the coin is shifted slightly, creating an unusual and visually appealing look. These types of errors can make the coin stand out in any collection, and if you come across one with a significant error like this, you could be holding a much more valuable coin than you initially thought. As for the value, here's the exciting part. While most 2000 New Hampshire quarters are worth only 25 cents in circulation, certain coins with the right condition and minting errors have sold for thousands of dollars. Yes, a quarter worth a few cents can sometimes fetch an incredible price when it's in pristine condition or features a unique flaw. In fact, one of these rare New Hampshire quarters, in near-perfect condition or with a notable minting error, could be worth $56,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $56,000 for a single quarter. Imagine finding one of these rare coins in your change. That's the beauty of coin collecting. It's not just about preserving a piece of history, but about the possibility of discovering something truly valuable that has the potential to change your life. The thrill of the hunt, the excitement of finding a rare coin, and the joy of owning a piece of American heritage is what makes this hobby so captivating. So, how do you know if you found one of these valuable quarters? Start by carefully inspecting your coin. Look for coins that appear in mint condition, with no visible scratches, discoloration, or wear. If you suspect there's a minting error, such as a double strike, misalignment, or off-center design, take a closer look and see if the error is significant enough to affect the coin's value. If you think you've found something special, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a coin expert. A certified grading service can assess the coin's authenticity, condition, and rarity, giving you a clear idea of its true worth. In conclusion, the 2000 New Hampshire state quarter is more than just a simple coin, it's a potential treasure for collectors. Whether you're looking for a pristine coin in mint condition or hunting for one with a unique minting error, this coin could be worth a lot more than you might think. Keep your eyes peeled, check your coin jars, and take a good look at your change, because you could be holding a coin that might be worth $56,000. Top 5. We're diving into a coin that may be sitting in your pocket right now, and it could be worth much more than you think. Today, we're talking about the 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter, a coin that not only represents the rich history and culture of the Sooner State but also carries the potential for collectors to find a real treasure. So, grab your magnifying glass, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this quarter could be worth a small fortune. First, let's talk about the significance of the 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter. As part of the famous 50 State Quarters program, which began in 1999, the United States Mint released a series of quarters to honor each of the 50 states. Each coin in the series was designed to reflect the unique history, culture, and natural beauty of that particular state. The 2008 Oklahoma quarter was the 46th coin released in this program, and it's one that showcases the pride and spirit of Oklahoma. The design of the coin is quite striking. On the reverse side, we see a detailed depiction of a Native American rider on horseback, along with an image of a scissor-tailed flycatcher, which is Oklahoma's state bird. The scissor-tailed flycatcher is a graceful and distinctive bird, often seen soaring through Oklahoma's wide-open skies. The design also includes a field of wheat, representing Oklahoma's agricultural roots. The overall imagery beautifully represents the state's rich heritage, from Native American culture to its agricultural and natural legacy. Now, you might be thinking, that's nice, but what makes this quarter special? Well, here's where things get interesting for collectors. While the 2008 Oklahoma State quarter was minted in large quantities and circulated widely, there are certain factors that can make this coin extremely valuable. Let's talk about rarity and what you should look for if you're hoping to find one of these coins that could potentially make you thousands of dollars. One of the most important aspects of coin collecting is the condition of the coin. Coins that have been used in everyday circulation are often worn, scratched, or discolored, which reduces their value. However, coins that have been preserved in mint state, meaning they show no signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration, are much more valuable. These pristine coins, kept in perfect condition, are highly sought after by collectors, and finding one of these in your collection can be quite the jackpot, but condition isn't the only factor that determines a coin's value. Minting errors can also play a major role in driving up the worth of a coin. These errors happen during the production process, when something goes wrong in the minting machine, resulting in a coin that doesn't quite match the intended design. Some of these errors are rare and can make a coin stand out as a one-of-a-kind piece. And for collectors, that uniqueness is what makes the coin even more valuable. For the 2008 Oklahoma quarter, there are a few specific minting errors to look out for. One of the most sought-after errors is the double strike. This happens when a coin is struck more than once by the minting press, leading to a blurry or overlapping design. If you come across a 2008 Oklahoma quarter with a double strike, it's a rare find and could dramatically increase the coin's value. Another minting error that can make this coin valuable is an off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to be off-center. Coins with an off-center strike can be incredibly visually appealing, and their rarity makes them highly desirable to collectors, but that's not all. There are also coins that might have die cracks or die breaks, where a crack or chip forms on the die used to stamp the design onto the coin. This can leave noticeable marks on the coin, which collectors consider to be another type of error worth seeking out. So, what's the value of a 2008 Oklahoma State quarter if it's in excellent condition or has one of these rare minting errors? Well, you might be surprised. A regular 2008 Oklahoma quarter in average circulated condition is still only worth face value, 25 cents. But if you have one in uncirculated condition or if it features a significant minting error, it could be worth much more. Some of these quarters, depending on their rarity and condition, have been known to sell for as much as $44,000. Yes, you heard me right, $44,000 for a single quarter. Imagine having that kind of value wrapped up in just 25 cents. That's the beauty of coin collecting. It's not just about having a collection of shiny coins, it's about uncovering those rare pieces that could potentially change your financial future. Now, you're probably wondering how you can tell if you've got one of these valuable coins. The first thing to check is the condition. If the coin looks like it's been in circulation for a while, scratches, dents, or wear and tear, it's probably not going to be worth much more than its face value. But if you come across a 2008 Oklahoma quarter that looks fresh, with crisp, sharp details and no visible signs of wear, it could be a valuable uncirculated coin. Then, take a close look for any minting errors. Look for signs of double strikes, off-center designs, die cracks, or other abnormalities that could indicate the coin is a rare find. If you do find one with an error, it's worth having the coin professionally graded by a numismatic expert. Professional grading can help determine the coin's authenticity and give you a clearer idea of its potential value in the market. In conclusion, the 2008 Oklahoma State quarter is far more than just a regular piece of currency. It's a coin that represents the history, culture, and pride of Oklahoma, but it also holds the potential to be a rare and valuable treasure for collectors. Whether it's the condition, the minting errors, or the sheer rarity of finding one in pristine shape, this quarter is a coin worth paying attention to. So, next time you're flipping through your change or going through a coin jar, take a moment to carefully inspect any 2008 Oklahoma State quarters you come across. You could be holding a coin worth $44,000. Top 6. We're diving into a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but trust me, this little quarter could be hiding a secret worth thousands of dollars. Yes, we're talking about the 2002 Louisiana state quarter, and if you think it's just another coin in your change jar, you're about to be in for a surprise. Released as part of the iconic 50 state quarters program, the 2002 Louisiana quarter holds a special place in American numismatic history. This program, which ran from 1999 to 2008, saw the U.S. Mint release a series of quarters that each honored one of the 50 states. The Louisiana quarter, released in 2002, was the 18th coin in the series, and it beautifully represents the unique culture and history of the Pelican State. The design of this quarter is rich with symbolism and tells the story of Louisiana's distinct heritage. On the reverse side, we see a vibrant depiction of the state's famed symbol, the pelican. This graceful bird is shown nurturing its young, which is a symbol of Louisiana's resilience and the nurturing spirit of the people who call this state home. Surrounding the pelican is the mighty Mississippi River, which has been the lifeblood of the state's economy and culture for centuries. The design also features the state's name, Louisiana, and its official state motto, Union, Justice, Confidence. But here's the part that's going to get you excited. While this coin may have been produced in large numbers, there are certain factors that make the 2002 Louisiana state quarter much more valuable than you might think. And no, we're not just talking about its historical significance. What makes this coin stand out in the world of numismatics are the unique errors and rare features that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. So, stick with me, because we're about to uncover some secrets that could make this quarter worth far more than just 25 cents. Let's first talk about condition. It's one of the most important factors in determining a coin's value. Coins that have been in circulation for a while tend to show signs of wear and tear. You'll see scratches, discoloration, and the loss of fine details. While these coins still hold some value for collectors, their worth is limited. But a Louisiana quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, with sharp, detailed imagery, no scratches, and no wear, can be worth a lot more. If you happen to find one of these flawless coins in your collection or in your spare change, you're sitting on a potential goldmine. But here's the real kicker: it's not just about condition. Some 2002 Louisiana quarters have been known to have minting errors, and that's where things get really interesting for collectors. Errors in minting occur when something goes wrong during the production process, and these mistakes can result in coins that are highly prized in the numismatic community. Coins with errors are rare, unique, and often fetch significantly higher prices than their perfectly minted counterparts. For the Louisiana quarter, one of the most sought-after errors is the off-center strike. An off-center strike happens when the coin is not aligned properly during the minting process, causing the design to be shifted to one side. This results in a coin where part of the image is missing, giving it a unique look. A well-struck off-center Louisiana quarter can be an absolute treasure for collectors and can command a much higher price due to its rarity and distinctiveness. Another common error collectors look for in the 2002 Louisiana state quarter is the double strike. This occurs when the coin is struck twice by the minting press, either in the same position or slightly off, resulting in a blurred or overlapping image. Double-struck coins are often considered flaws, but to collectors, these imperfections make the coin one of a kind, and that's what makes them so valuable. But that's not all. There are also other minting flaws that can make this coin worth a pretty penny. For example, die cracks and die breaks can appear on the coin's surface if the die used to stamp the design becomes cracked or damaged. These imperfections are another form of error that collectors go crazy for because they add a unique characteristic to the coin that's impossible to replicate. So, you're probably wondering, what's this coin really worth? While most of the 2002 Louisiana state quarters are only worth face value, just 25 cents, if you're lucky enough to come across one in mint condition, or better yet, one with a significant minting error, you could be sitting on something truly valuable. These coins, depending on the condition and the nature of the error, have been known to fetch impressive prices. In fact, a pristine, uncirculated Louisiana quarter or one with a rare minting flaw could be worth as much as $53,000, that's right, $53,000 for a single quarter. Imagine finding one of these treasures in your pocket change. It's not just about the money, it's about the thrill of discovering a coin with such rich history and such an extraordinary story behind it. For collectors, there's nothing quite like finding a coin that is both rare and valuable, especially when it's tied to such an important chapter in American history. Now, you might be wondering how you can tell if your 2002 Louisiana state quarter is worth more than just a few cents. First, carefully inspect the coin. If it's in near-perfect condition, without any scratches, nicks, or discoloration, then it might be worth having it professionally graded. Grading services can assess the coin's quality, and they'll be able to tell you if it's worth more than face value. Then, check for any minting errors. Look closely for off-center strikes, double strikes, or any other unique features. If you spot something that seems off or different from the usual design, that could be your ticket to finding a rare and valuable coin. In conclusion, the 2002 Louisiana state quarter is much more than just a regular piece of currency. Whether it's in perfect condition or features one of the unique minting errors that make it stand out, this coin is a must-have for collectors. If you're lucky enough to find one in your collection, especially if it's in mint state or has a rare error, you could be holding a coin worth $53,000. Top 7, and last unique coin. We're going to talk about a coin that might just be sitting in your collection, and you won't believe how much it could be worth. We're diving into the 2015 United States quarter dollar, specifically the Kisatchie National Forest quarter. This coin isn't just a piece of currency, it's a piece of history, a potential treasure, and possibly worth more than you ever imagined. Now, let's take a step back and explore why this particular quarter is more than just another coin. Part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which started in 2010, the 2015 Kisatchie National Forest quarter was designed to honor the natural beauty and rich history of Kisatchie National Forest in Louisiana. This coin was released as part of a series celebrating national parks and forests across the United States. And let me tell you, this coin captures the spirit of the Kisatchie National Forest beautifully. On the reverse of the coin, you'll see a stunning design featuring the Kisatchie pine, the signature tree of the forest, along with a hiker walking along a trail. The hiker's silhouette stands proudly, representing the outdoor adventures and wilderness experiences that Kisatchie National Forest offers. The design also includes the state name, Louisiana, and the words, Kisatchie National Forest, showcasing this lush and vibrant piece of natural heritage. The artistry on this coin is not just visually appealing, but it carries the essence of Louisiana's beautiful landscape and outdoor spirit. However, what makes this coin especially fascinating is not just its historical significance but also its rarity. Many of these coins were produced and circulated, but over time, the ones that are still in pristine condition have become increasingly difficult to find. And it's not just about finding a quarter in good condition. There are certain minting errors and unique characteristics that can make this coin much more valuable than you might think. Let's take a closer look at what you should be looking for if you happen to come across a 2015 Kisatchie National Forest quarter. First off, let's talk about condition, one of the most important factors when it comes to coin collecting. If you have a 2015 Kisatchie quarter that has been used in everyday circulation, it's likely to show signs of wear. Scratches, discoloration, and general wear can all decrease a coin's value. But if you're lucky enough to find a mint condition coin, one that has never been used in circulation and has remained pristine, that coin could be worth far more than its face value. The more perfect the coin, the more it's worth in the eyes of collectors, especially those who are hunting for coins in top-notch condition. A coin that's uncirculated with no signs of damage could easily fetch a premium price. Now, here's where things get really exciting: minting errors. Mint errors are one of the most fascinating aspects of coin collecting, and they can significantly increase a coin's value. Mistakes made during the production process can lead to coins that are rare and unique. The 2015 Kisatchie National Forest quarter is no exception. One of the most common minting errors collectors look for is an off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned when struck by the minting press, causing part of the design to be missing. If you come across a 2015 Kisatchie quarter with an off-center strike, consider yourself lucky. It could be worth a small fortune. Another error that's highly sought after by collectors is the double strike. This happens when the coin is struck more than once by the minting press, either in the same position or slightly off, resulting in a blurry or overlapping design. Double-struck coins are rare and unique, which makes them highly desirable. If your 2015 Kisatchie quarter happens to be a double strike, its value could increase dramatically. And then there are the die cracks and die breaks, which occur when the die used to stamp the design onto the coin becomes damaged. These cracks or breaks can leave permanent markings on the coin, which make it stand out from the rest. Collectors go crazy for these types of errors because they make each coin one of a kind, but even if your 2015 Kisatchie quarter doesn't have any minting errors, don't be discouraged. A well-preserved, uncirculated coin can still be worth a considerable amount. Coins from the America the Beautiful Quarters program are highly collectible, and those in mint condition, especially the ones that have been stored carefully, can command premium prices. So, now you're probably wondering, what is the value of a 2015 Kisatchie National Forest quarter? A regular coin in average circulated condition may only be worth face value, just 25 cents. But if you happen to have one in mint condition or with a rare minting error, that's when things get interesting. A flawless, uncirculated 2015 Kisatchie quarter could easily be worth far more. And if it features a unique error, whether it's an off-center strike, double strike, or die crack, the value could skyrocket. In fact, a rare 2015 Kisatchie National Forest quarter could be worth as much as $43,000, yes, you heard me right, $43,000 for a single quarter. It's incredible, isn't it? Who would have thought that such a small, everyday coin could hold so much value? For collectors, this is the thrill of the hunt, finding a coin that's not only historically significant but also could be worth a fortune. So, if you're out there searching through your change or checking your coin collection, make sure to take a second look at any 2015 Kisatchie National Forest quarters you come across. If you're lucky enough to find one in mint condition or with a rare error, you could be holding a coin worth a small fortune. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning about the incredible 2015 Kisatchie National Forest quarter and the exciting world of rare coins. If you want to keep discovering hidden treasures and uncovering the secrets behind valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. There's a lot more to explore in the world of coin collecting, and you don't want to miss out. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Who knows, your next find could be worth $43,000.